Today I am here to discuss a topic called non-ideal characteristics of mass differential pair. Non-ideal characteristics of mass differential pair. Generally we know that for a differential amplifier, if the both inputs are same, the output becomes zero. Output voltage is zero. That is only for it. It comes under ideal cases. Ideal cases means there are three cases. That is number one, both resistances that is RD1 and RD2 are same. Second case, both transistors having same W by L ratios. Third condition, both transistors having same VTH values, that is threshold voltage. Now if any of these three cases are not executed or are not settled, then it is said to be non-ideal case, which is called as output offset voltage. To overcome this and should keep the output voltage zero, we should apply some input offset voltage, and the circuit diagrams is these two are the transistors Q1 and Q2. This is VC1 and VC2. Here is a current source I. Here is I is divided into two paths. Here is I by 2 and here I by 2. And the output voltage is something that is non-zero, which is called as output offset voltage. And to make this as zero, these are the resistances RD1 and RD2. Now here the voltage is zero, which is called as input offset voltage. To make this as zero, we should apply some input offset voltage. First case,
Now both distances are not same. That is the first case. So for RD1 is equals to RD plus delta RD by 2. Similarly, RD2 is equals to RD minus delta RD by 2. Now the voltages are V1 is equals to VDD minus I. Current is here I by 2. I is divided into I by 2. So I by 2 into RD1. RD1 means in the place of RD1 substitute this value. RD plus delta RD by 2. And similarly VD2 is equals to VDD minus I by 2 into RD plus delta RD by 2. RD minus, because RD2, VDD minus I by 2 into RD2. Now we know that VOS is equals to V0 by gain. Gain is AD, where V0 is equals to VD2 minus VD1, that is VD2. VDD minus I by 2 into RD minus delta R by 2 minus VDD plus I by 2 into RD minus delta RD by 2. That is, here VDD and VDD cancel. Minus I by 2 into RD. And plus I by 2 into delta RD by 2. Here plus I by 2 into RD and plus I by 2 into delta RD by 2. Here both are cancelled. Then V0 is equals to I by 2 into, take I by 2 as common, then delta RD by 2 plus delta RD by 2. That is I by 2 into delta RD, which is V0. This is our first case. Sorry. Take as equation 1. Now VOS is V0 by AD gain, that is GM into RD, where GM is equals to transconductance. GM is transconductance. GM is equal to I by VOV. Then substitute these values in this equation. Then VOS is equals to VO, that is I by 2 into delta RD by GM. GM is I by VOV into RD. Here I and I are cancelled. This is upside. Then VOS is equals to VOV by 2 into delta RD by RD. This is the first case. Now the second case is both transistors ratio WL ratio are not same. That is, now the equations are W by L 1 is equal to W by L plus delta W by L by 2. Similarly, the equation for W by L 2 is W by L minus delta W by L by 2. In these two equations, we take W by L as common, then the equations are W by L into 1 plus delta W by L by 2. and W by L 2 becomes W by L of 1 minus delta W by L by 2. As these changes, it affects also current equations. Therefore, ID1 is equals to I by 2 into 1 plus delta W by L by 2. Similarly, ID2 is equals to I by 2 into 1 minus delta W by L by 2. Now the change in current delta I, that is equals to ID2 minus ID1, which is equals to I by 2 into 1 minus delta W by L by 2 minus ID1, that is I by 2 into 1 plus delta W by L by 2. By simplifying it, we get as I by 2 minus I by 2 into delta W by L by 2 minus I by 2 into I by 2 plus minus I by 2 into delta W by L by 2. Here I by 2 and I by 2 are cancelled. Now we take this as common. I by 2 into delta W by L by 2 plus delta W by L by 2. Now this results delta I is equals to I by 2 into delta into W by L. Now we know that VOS is equals to delta I by GM. GM is the transconductance. GM is equals to I by VOV. Then substitute these values. Then VOS is equals to delta I, that is this value. I by 2 into delta W by L by I by VOV. I and cancel. Then VOV by 2 into delta omega by L. This is required. This is obtained from the second case. Now the third case is both transistors VTH, that is threshold voltages, are not same. In this case, we come to know that VT1 is equals to VT plus delta into VT by 2 and VT2 is equals to VT minus delta VT by 2. Due to these changes, the drain current also changes. Therefore, ID1 and ID2 also changes. ID1 is equals to half into K into omega by L into VGS minus VT minus delta VT by 2 whole square. In this, we take VGS minus VT as common. Then 1 by 2 into K into omega by L, VGS minus VT whole square into 1 minus delta VT by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square. Now we already know that these can be written as I by 2, which is half of the total current. Therefore, ID1 is equals to I by 2 into 1 minus delta VT by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square. Similarly, ID2 is equals to I by 2 into 1 plus delta VT by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square. Now similarly, delta I is equals to ID1 minus ID2. By doing a simplification, we get delta I is equals to I by 2 into delta Vt by Vgs minus Vt. Here we know that delta Vgs minus Vt is equals to Vov. Therefore, the current equation, difference in current equation comes delta Vt by Vov. Therefore, Vos is equals to delta I by transconductance Gm. We already know that Gm is equals to I by Vov. Therefore, Vos is equals to delta I. Delta I means here I by 2. I by 2 into delta Vt by Vov by transconductance. Gm is equal to I by Vov. I by Vov. I cancel and Vov is cancelled and Vos is equals to delta Vt. Therefore, finally Vos is equals to root over. From three cases we come to know that finally the conclusion is Vos is equals to Vov by 2 into delta Rd by Rd whole square plus Vov by 2 into delta W by L by W by L whole square plus delta Vt whole square.